Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. With period number 7, Which Way at 16, page number 40, I'm Ms. Fatima Muhammad Iqbal. Today our lesson is based upon some grammar exercises, which is very simple and easy. Why? Because we have already started with conditionals. You remember? We took conditional type 0, 1, and 2 already in grade 9. And in grade 10, we did a small revision. And here in period number 7, we are going to start with type 3 conditional. Now, how is it different from type 0, 1, and 2 conditional? It is something very, very simple. See, I'll tell you later. Okay, here, conditional type 3, like other conditions, there is if clause and there is main clause. And if clause tells you about the condition, but the main clause is telling you about the result. Yani, on the basis of this condition, this is the result. And we can change their positions as well. The main clause can come here and if clause can go in the end. Now, what is conditional type 3? Conditional type 2 is imagination, right? It is an unreal thing, imagination, but in the future. Why future? Because we used what? If plus past simple, then would. That's an imagination in the future. But when we get back to imagination in the past, when we regret something in the past, when we sometimes see, when we are sitting and we are recalling our memories, we recall some bad memories. There are some bad memories in everybody's life. Then you feel that if that had not happened, I would have got a better life. So that is what your third conditional. The third conditional talks about unreal situations in the past. Unreal means we are just imagining. There is no existence of them. Situations that are contrary to the facts, yani that are totally opposite to the facts, yani that did not happen. We are just regretting and we are just wishing, but not in the future. No, darlings. We are doing that in the past. So you will write in your notebook that third conditional talks about unreal situations in the past. Type 2 in the future, but type 3 in the past. And what is the rule for that? If plus past perfect plus would, could, might. And you can take any model word but in the past. See? Would, the past of will, could, the past of can, might, the past of may. And after that you will use what? Present perfect. How present perfect? See? You will use have, past participle. If past perfect, you have to memorize it by heart. And see, I keep on telling you that when you look at the question is saying make third conditional. You read third conditional? Next to third conditional, write the rule, write the structure, write the formula. So what will be you will write that if plus past perfect plus would, could, might, and then have plus past participle. Yani after have, you will write the third form of the verb. Here we will take an example. If you had been there, see, past perfect, you had been there, you would have seen. What is the past participle of see? Seen her. It means that you hadn't been there. So they are just imagining an unreal situation in the past. You got it? Let's get to our book example. Again, I'm writing here the structure for you. Note it down on your book and in your notebooks also in order to keep it in your mind. Read the examples. You will read the examples and you will write for me that which ones are which conditional. Type 0, type 1, type 2, or type 3. If you were born again now you would have to start your life again. Is it imagination in the future or in the past? If you had been born in 1700, you would not have had any education, imagination in the past or in the present. See, very, very clear. What if you had been born in 1900? Again, an unreal thing in the past or in the future. Same thing here. Now note down your answers, then check with me. If you were born. You were born is past simple, but you had been born is what? Past perfect. This is your past perfect in conditional type 3. But if you had been born, past perfect. Fourth one, same. So what do you think? What are they? 1 and 2. The first one is type 2 because it is past simple, and then we have would. Here we will continue with about the third one. What if you had been born? You had been born. Past perfect. If you had been born, again we have past perfect. Would have been. Here also we have past participle verb, and here had also verb in past participle. So those 3 and 4 are type 3. Okay. Let's continue. Now, pause the video here and note down your answers. I'll continue. Look at the examples again. Take the best way to and complete the statements. Example 1 is real or unreal. Because you cannot be born again now or in the future. Real or unreal. This is called type 2. Yes, it's an unreal situation. Number 2, example 2 is a real or unreal because you cannot be born again in the past. So this is a type 3 conditional. It expresses a past event that did not happen. Unreal. Changing from type 2 conditional forms, the type 3 if clause verb goes one tense farther into the past or future. See, type 2, listen to me please. Type 2 is if plus past simple. But when you come to type 3, that is if plus past perfect. So does it go into the past or into the future? Obviously, it goes into the future. And also the main clause, the would goes to would have. And after that, we have verb in past participle. Focus on this, it is very important. Number 4, example 3 shows that the conditional idea must be in one sentence or can break into 2 sentences. Why not? Why not? It can be broken into 2 sentences. Example 4 shows that if idea is always stated, choose badly, or it may be understood. It may be understood. You don't have to repeat it. The main clause can be repeated, but if clause is always understood. Let's continue with one more example from my side. See, right now all of us are having this coronavirus situation. So I wrote an example here. Type 3 unreal imaginary thing in the past. If, now see, we are doing home based learning. Why? Because of this coronavirus problem. If coronavirus hadn't been outbroken in December 2019, see, I'm imagining something in the past, December 2019. We would have been where? At school, yes. Normal school days were going on. So type 3 talks about imaginary thing in the past, and this is the rule. If plus past perfect, comma, we would have verb in the past participle. And now please pause the video and write your answers. I will continue. If she had studied more in 2019, see, I gave you the time frame as well that we are imagining in the past. She would have passed the test. If we not missed the bus yesterday, see, yesterday, it's not in the future, not tomorrow, yesterday. If we hadn't missed the bus yesterday, we wouldn't have been late. So B can be added here. If I have is the main verb, but we must put what? Had is the helping verb and have is the main verb. So if I had enough money, why two times had? I know that you might be thinking about it. See, one had is the past perfect had, that is the helping verb, okay? And one have is the main verb. So after adding the helping verb, I look for the main verb. What is the main verb? Have. So what is the verb 3 of have? Had. Okay? Like had missed, had studied. But here I have. So that's why I put it what? Had. I would have bought. Something very simple and easy. And don't forget there is a worksheet in the end of the video. Solve it. Here we have the last activity, which is the conversation between them. You're supposed to make some sentences. I gave you only 2 sentences. You can make as many as you can. You have to write short answers. Choose from blue and purple blocks. So here you're supposed to make them in the conditional type 3, imagining in the past. So I wrote these 2 example answers. You can write more. If plus past perfect, and then would have verb in the past participle. Same here. This is the worksheet. You must do it, please, and then send it to me. It has 3 parts, and you can find this worksheet in your booklet. So solve it on the booklet and forward it to me as you did before. And here, stars can't shine without darkness. If some days are bad in our life, don't worry. They make us shine more and more, and we would be brighter. This is me, Ms. Fatima Muhammad Iqbal, saying you goodbye and good luck.